And now, it's all that.
Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new season of All That. I'm Jasree Peralta, and I'm so excited for what we have in store for you all this semester. We have some old favorites such as Film Guy reviews and Word of the Day coming up, as well as a few special guests dropping by later on to talk about an upcoming docuseries on SCSU TV called Face Reality. Ooh, I like the sound of that. But first, to start things off, we're going to take it way back to the beginning of the semester when the SCSU TV crew decided to have a little fun with the students who attended the club fair. We had them practice their live news reporting skills with a little twist. Here is Tongue Twisters.
Hello, this is Laura Campbell reporting for SCSU TV. Last night, near 9 at night in Yale, New Haven Hospital, 9 nice nurses were seen nursing 9 niches nicely. More news at 9. Ha!
Last night, near 9 at night, 9 nice nurses nursed 9 nieces nicely. More nightly news at 9.
Last night, Last night, near 9 at night, 9 nice night nurses nurse 9 nieces nicely.
9 nice nurse nice niece nicely. More nightly news at 9.
Near at 9 at night, 9 nice night nurses nurse 9 nicely.
Night nurses nurse 9 nice nicely nice. More nicely news at 9.
9 nice night nurses.
9 nice night nurses nurse nice nieces nicely. More nightly news at 9.
9 nurses nursed 9 nieces nicely.
Nice night nurses nurse 9 nieces nicely.
More nightly news at this 9.
Is anyone going to see this?
A lot of
nicely.
words.
More nightly news at 9.
What does that say? Oh, I lost. My fault, man.
Reported for SCSU TV.
For SCSU TV.
Hello, this is Jerry Dunkley reporting for SCSU TV. Last night, near 9 at night, 9 nice night nurses nursed 9 nurses nightly. Nightly news at 9.
That was close.
Ah,
it wasn't quite perfect. It wasn't one of us. All right, she's going to give it a shot.
All right, big shout out to everyone who put themselves out there and gave it a try. I attempted that tongue twister myself, and I sounded like a German saying 9 repeatedly. So yeah, definitely not an easy feat. If you have a favorite tongue twister of your own or want to take on our challenge, send us a video and hashtag SCSU TV Tongue Twister on Twitter or Instagram. We'll be sure to check it out, and you may see yourself on a future show. Coming up now, we'll have a peek into an interview Mike Benson had with a musician here at Southern, including an intimate acoustic performance. Let's check that out.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is Mike Benson here with another edition of Mike's Music Spotlight, and today we're going to be with musician Marcus DiPolina, who's been making music and playing music for the last few years. So we're going to ask him about, what he's done, what he's doing, and what he looks forward to do in the future. So Marcus, what inspired you to be a musician?
Well, it's rather a long story, but to paraphrase, when my sister moved out of the house, I had this urge to play the drums, and my sister had special needs, so it was kind of a weird thing, but and the house was really quiet afterwards, and I was like, the quote was, well, I want to make some noise, and I always, we would watch with her the Who live at Royal Albert Hall, and I was just fascinated by how Zach Starkey would play. I was fascinated by that, and so my parents were fortunate enough. They gave me some drums and some lessons, and off I went. But that was kind of the initial impetus. Was that just the drummer? He looked so like it was like he was like this mechanical being, but he was so fluid, and there was so much power there, and all this stuff going on. And later on, but I think it was always there. I developed a affinity for the acoustic guitar, or just guitar in general. And you know, in band practices all the time, I'd be like, oh, hey man, like, you know, can I borrow that? And I'd like sit in the corner and like just like pluck it out too. I had that fascination too. So it's kind of an odd. I'm an odd duck that way, but that's what those sounds and the feeling of playing was just really cool to me.
Cool. Now, you're kind of your own musician right now. Along with being in another band, you have Marcus Makes Music. Tell us about your solo music career right now.
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, on the back burner at this point. But I really started last year. I just started writing songs, and like I was encouraged by some people here to write songs, and I made a band camp, and I also made a SoundCloud, and I played some gigs, and just doing kind of exploring the acoustic guitar and the open tunings that I was messing around with, and seeing what I could do with it. Because I think for me personally, it was like I had, when my band Point Bonita broke up, it was kind of, I don't think I really wanted to play drums anymore. I mean, I will still always play, but at that point I was like, I kind of need a break. And I really wanted to play guitar. I was really like jonesing for it. And it was the right moment to just write some songs, and that's what I've been doing. I'm continually in the process of making an EP. I don't know when it'll get done, but it'll get there, slowly but surely. And yeah, that's kind of the solo project.
And you're also on Facebook, right, for that?
Yes, and I'm posting decently.
Marcus Makes Music?
Yes.
One word or two?
It is one word.
Cool. So, coming up next, we got Marcus playing an original song.
The spring has come and gone, these rails are all too long, this train it rambles on, it carries me away. This cold is all I know, no warmth has reached my soul, all I know is no more, night turns to day.
All right, if you'd like to see that interview in its entirety, be sure to check it out on SCSU TV's YouTube page under our musician interview playlist, along with many others. Now in a few minutes, I will be discussing the upcoming show Face Reality with Kayla Lawson, who is the president of Face and the mind behind the docuseries. But first, let's find out what the word of the day was with Laura Campbell.
Hey guys, it's Laura. I'm going to be going around the Student Center today asking students if they know what pedagogical means. I just found out what it means, so let's go see if they know. So what do you think the word pedagogical means?
Obviously it's an adjective or something like that, or is it a verb? I have no idea. Smart thinker? I don't know.
Pedagogical.
It's an adjective, if that helps.
Someone that is very creative and thinks a lot, and very critical thinking.
I think it has to do with like your way of thinking and like, I don't know, something like that.
Pedagogical.
I don't know, it sounds like pathological, but I don't think it has anything to do with that.
You're correct.
I have no idea.
I figured it was a geometrical thing, but apparently I'm wrong. It's a pathological thing, so I'm out of ideas.
That sounds like a certain character trait.
It refers to the study of something or the theories that go along with that certain object.
I think it means has to have something to do with like education and teachers.
Wow, right on the mark. I wonder how you got that one.
I had a good teacher.
All right, welcome back. I'm here now with Kayla Lawson, who is a programming assistant here at SCSU TV, as well as president and coordinator of Face Models. Welcome to the show, Kayla.
Hello.
So why don't you start off by telling us what exactly Face Models consist of? What does it stand for, and what do you guys do?
FACE stands for Fashionable, Artistic, Creative Elegance, and what we do is try to promote self-confidence. So here and there we'll have fashion shows, photo shoots, and we do a couple of runway exercises in practice.
Okay, so when you say promoting self-confidence, so what would you say for maybe people who are shy and who don't think they can model, or you know, they see a photo shoot and they see cameras and they're like, oh, that's not me. How do you go about?
Well, in this generation, I find it, you know, pretty crazy when they say that. So I tell them, you know, you never know until you try. And sure enough, throughout the practices that we have, when the show comes, they're a completely, totally different person. So once that they see that improvement in themselves, they start to, you know, get better, and they start to feel better about themselves.
How many models do you currently have?
Wow, we actually have 53, and we haven't had that many since 2011.
That's amazing.
That's great, actually.
It's gonna be a big show.
A huge show.
Well, you actually, I know you guys tend to do like a big extravagant show at the end of the year, but I've noticed in the past year or so, you guys also do mid-year shows. I know you guys teamed up with the sorority D-Phi-E last year. What was that about?
That was Comfortable in Your Own Jeans, and they wanted to expand, and they wanted to, of course, collaborate with FACE. They wore gowns, and they had other people from the community come out, and it was another promoting self-confidence show.
Okay.
For the past 2 years, we've done AIDS awareness, but this year we're changing gears and we're going towards youth advocacy.
Youth advocacy. Okay, so what exactly are you guys doing to promote that?
Well, we have a mentoring program now. So what we do is, like, from 5 to 6, we'll have kids come in, ages from 6 to high school, come in, do their homework, you know, get comfortable, and then from 6 to 7, we'll have them come to practice so that they can see how practice is being ran, and they're going to be actually in the show.
So speaking of show, you are doing a kind of behind-the-scenes docuseries on the whole process, this year-long process that you guys take. And we actually have a promo from you that's not necessarily showing what all the other aspects that you're going to have, but a little sneak peek into Face reality. So we will go into that clip right now. Okay, that looked awesome. And that was you filming that whole promo, correct? So why don't you go a little bit more into depth about what the docuseries is going to entail?
I want to throw in some confessionals in there so that they get a chance to, you know, show everyone their true side and give their side of what FACE is, because, you know, a lot of people don't really have a clear understanding of what FACE is and what FACE does. So I think it's better to hear it come from a model's perspective and not just, you know, he say, she say.
Okay, so you're going to have models doing confessionals. Speaking of models, you actually brought one of them with you today, right? So she's going to give her perspective in a bit, so that'll be interesting. So we are not quite done here yet. Kayla brought one of her models, like I said, to share her experience so far, but we'll get to that. But first, how good are you with Southern trivia? See how you match up with this edition of Are You Smarter Than Otis?
I will take an educated guess.
Okay. Nick says blue. Otis says red. Otis is right once again.
They do not know the school colors. They should repaint the building.
That's cheating.
We are back, and joining us now is Brittany Pica, who is a sophomore here at Southern, and this is your first year being a face model, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell me about your experience so far?
So far, Face has been like a family outside of my own. Like, all the models that are in Face, they're very supporting. So, say you need help with your walk or you need help with something, you can always go to either an e-board member or you can always go to your fellow models and always talk to them. It's never like, no one's ever judgmental or like being really harsh on you. It's a very welcoming place.
Awesome. So why did you join?
I personally joined because of all the things I was seeing and hearing about Face. Like, last semester they did like, it was like in the student center, and they did like a flash mob, and I really liked that. And also the most recent show was really amazing. So I joined because of all the good things that I was seeing and hearing about Face.
So I'm sure you've heard that Kayla's doing a behind-the-scenes, somewhat docu-series of Face called Face Reality. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be very entertaining to watch because practice itself is very entertaining. I think there's gonna be like some funny parts and there's gonna be some serious parts, and I think it'll make people want to join Face even more.
When exactly should we be expecting this first episode to be dropping, Kayla?
There should be one coming up soon. We should put up the first episode next week.
Okay. What should we be waiting for in terms of performances for Face?
November 20th will be our fall show, and that's the youth advocacy show the name of the show is Face Generations, or Face Generations.
Okay. And where will that be taking place?
That will be in the student center, in the ballroom. 7 to 9.
7 to 9, all right. Yep. Will we see Brittany walking?
Of course.
All right, thank you ladies so much for joining me today. Good luck with everything, and I can't wait to see that first episode. So up next is someone who can always fill you in on the latest hits and flops of the box office. Here is Matthew St. Clair with a sneak peek into the latest Film Guy reviews.
Hey there, Southern. Welcome to another episode of Film Guy Reviews. I'm your film guy, Matthew St. Clair. I hope you all had a wonderful summer and got to see a bunch of exciting movies. I know I certainly did. Now, there will be quite a bit of expansions to Film Guy Reviews, as I'll not only review films, but give you guys the 411 on the latest film news as well. Here is my review of Black Mass. So Black Mass is based on a true story about a criminal named James Whitey Bulger, played by Johnny Depp, who formed an alliance with an FBI agent named John Connolly, played by Joel Edgerton, to take down the Italian mob. but that alliance slowly spiraled out of control as Bulger rose to power to become one of the most wanted criminals in FBI history. And as always, I will undergo the ups and the downs, so we shall see where the film fires on all cylinders and where it shoots blanks. Here we go. I'll start off with what is, in my opinion, the best thing about the film, and that is the acting. Everyone's biggest question mark about the film, Johnny Depp. Is this a return to form for Depp? Is this the combat performance that everyone is predicting? Well, sort of. He is very good in the film, and it is a relief to see him take a break from his vacation in Pirates, Tim Burton land. But in my opinion, the real star of the movie is Joel Edgerton as John Connolly. Edgerton is brilliant as the heart and soul of the film, as he uses his eyes and bodily expressions to guide the audience on his moral compass. Benedict Cumberbatch has a smaller role as Whitey's brother Billy, and he is also very good and creates a very complex characterization of the brother who knows that Whitey is up to no good, yet doesn't do anything about it. Kevin Bacon, he also has a small part as John's boss, and his performance proves why he's not only one of the best actors working today, but also one of the most undervalued actors working today. Corey Stoll, Peter Sarsgaard, Julianne Nicholson, Dakota Johnson, and Jesse Plemons, they're all outstanding as well. And I also thought the cinematography was very beautiful. I especially like the scenes where green lighting that helps give the eerie feel. But while the acting was very good, the rest of the film was kind of a drag.
Make sure you catch the rest of that review and tons more on our YouTube channel under our Film Guy Reviews playlist. That's all the time we have today. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm Jasree Peralta, and I will see you next time on Owl That.